What's up, fight fans? UFC 257, first pay-per-view of 2021. Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier 2. This is for everybody placing a bet. Who's got that killer instinct? Now remember, we're not picking winners, we're picking the profitable bets here. Now let's break down this exciting main event before we pick all of our winners. Conor McGregor coming in at a minus 333 favorite. You can make 30 cents on the dollar. Dustin Poirier at a plus 240 underdog. You can make 3.4 times your money. You have to remember, Dustin Poirier, he's never been paid in full, but he's always motivated. Now, what matters in this fight is his state of mind and his strategy. His state of mind being, is he too nice to Conor? Is he showing too much respect? And maybe it's because Conor knocked him out a few years back, and that might be an issue in this fight. Next, his strategy. Does he really want to box with Conor? That didn't work out for him last time. So the strategy should be to kickbox and to grapple. Mix that as much as possible and avoid the boxing, especially in the first round. Now, in the first round, avoid the boxing. Let's say, for example, I'm fighting Mike Tyson on the street. I don't mean in the ring. I mean in the street. Am I trying to get into a fist fight with Mike Tyson? No, I'm not. I'm trying to kick him in the balls. I'm trying to grab a brick. I'm trying to do anything other than get into a fist fight. Now, of course, Conor McGregor, he's not Mike Tyson here, right? And Dustin, these guys are the elite of the 155 division. Mind you, both of them would never ever fight in the 45 division ever again. Both of them have filled out really nice and are in the elite of the 155 division. So with that, no boxing, at least for the first 2.5 minutes of the first round. Go out there and kick hot, heavy kicks to the legs, to the body, to the chin. How many head kicks does Conor McGregor take? How many people have attempted head kicks to Conor McGregor? Not very many. And I think that's an area that Dustin should exploit big time, especially in the first round. All right, now let's break down Conor McGregor. I would argue that Conor has a harder time with guys his size and bigger. If we look at him historically, from his very first fight in the UFC specifically, fighting Marcus Brimage, this is a much smaller guy in the 45 division. We look at Max. Now, Max was bigger, but Conor didn't walk right through him. This was a tough, grueling 3-round war for both of them. And we're also talking about a 21-year-old Max Holloway, a 5'7" Diego Brandao. Now, in this one, they're both 5'9", yes, Dustin Poirier, but I would also argue that Dustin got hit in the back of the head. Now, obviously not intentionally, but that is significant if you take a shot like that to the back of the head, which led to his demise. Seaver, 5'6.5". 5'6", towering over Chad Mendes. 5'7". Aha! Now we get to the real challenge, someone bigger than him. And now obviously Diaz has a brick of a chin, but this was a really hard fight for him, a hard matchup both times. And here, even with Eddie, I think this is wrong. He looks much smaller than him. Look at his waist. His waist is much higher than Eddie Alvarez's, and obviously he got destroyed. Then we get now to somebody his size and bigger. Yes. Right? Now, this is the only anomaly, but we're also talking about a washed-up Donald Cerrone. Then comes the question of Conor's motivation. Now, we know that he's been paid in full, and paid in full a long time ago, but is he motivated? So question, is a paid in full, motivated Conor McGregor beating Dustin Poirier? Maybe. Now, is a motivated, newly paid in full Dustin Poirier beating Conor McGregor? Absolutely. But again, we have to consider the other variables, his state of mind and his strategy. And if I see Dustin boxing in the very first round versus Conor, I'm probably going to lose my bet. And I'm okay with that. Now let's move on to the rest of the card. Mahmoud Muradov coming in at a minus 143 favorite. You can make 70 cents on the dollar versus Andrew Sanchez at a plus 115 underdog. You can make 2.15 times your money. Now, Mahmoud trains with TMT. He's an awesome boxer. He's bigger than Andrew Sanchez. He's well-rounded. He's experienced. I just think this guy is so awesome. 70 cents on the dollar is not bad. Mahmoud Muradov. Armin Trazukian coming in at a minus 833 favorite. You can make 12 cents on the dollar versus Matt Frivola coming in at a plus 500 underdog. You can make 6 times your money. So that is bananas. Obviously, Arman is a heavy favorite. I think he too should be the favorite. He is in my personal top 2 favorite grappling matches in all of UFC history. I believe he deserves that nomination. His fight versus Islam Makhachev is one of the most exciting grappling matches ever. And I love Arman for that. I'm not going to place this bet. 12 cents on the dollar is not profitable. But we should keep an eye out on Arman. And as expected here, he should walk right through this guy and just destroy him. Let's keep an eye on him. The next fight, Brad Tavares coming in at a minus 133 favorite. You can make 70 cents on the dollar versus Antonio Carlos Jr. at a plus 105 underdog. You can make 2.05 times your money. Now in this one, I don't think that Brad should be the favorite. I think Carlos is the new blood. He hasn't taken as much damage, or he hasn't been through all the wars that Brad has in his day. He's much bigger. He's extremely technical. I'm putting money on Carlos Jr. at 2.05 times my money. Who's got the better tactic and that killer instinct? We're going to find out.